Did you know that in the animal kingdom, birds are ranked near the top when it comes to being smart? Apparently, their ability to learn and mimic behavior makes them quite fascinating pets. So, for some pet owners, 1 or 2 birds might be considered a handful, but not for Kathy Barrett. Meet Casper, Sunny, Chair, Kai, Kenya, and last but not least, Jazz, the lone dog in the midst of this flock, and Kathy, the proud owner of this zoo.
Birds are interesting. I wasn't always a bird person. I'm more into dogs and fish and so on. And it was quite by chance that I got caught up in birds. Someone gave me an African grey as a pet, and then I was just sold. Taking care of birds is not just giving them sunflower seeds and so on. You know, they eat fruits and vegetables, they'll have some meat, they want companionship. You know, my African grey, if the television is left on in the day, when I come home I can tell you exactly what was on television, if it's SpongeBob SquarePants or whatever it is. So they're fun, but not all that easy to take care of. It's a little bit more than just giving them food and water.
You might think it would be hard to run a peaceful household.
The bird will hop on the back of the dog and they're walking around the place. So that can be fun, and just watching them, you know, just say all manner of things. I can guarantee you that when you leave, my African grey, if she's hearing you, will be able to imitate your voice.
And it's that ability to imitate speech and action that makes birds apparently smarter than any other pets.
I think it's from one extreme to the other, because while they're very intelligent, they're also very, if they're not accustomed to you and see anything peculiar taking place, they will go into a shell. But they're extremely intelligent birds. My birds know when I'm sick, because if I happen to be ill, they're extremely quiet. You hear not a sound coming out of them.
A little research before you decide to get a bird as a pet can save you lots of headaches down the road.
I think first of all, you have to know a little bit about your bird. Do some research to see the basic differences between the birds that you have. Never ignore the birds. My theory is never keep a bird locked up in a cage. I think it can be cruel. Or if you have to, if you don't have a choice, ensure that it's a fairly big cage, so that they have room to move around and they're not kept in one position. Another, don't ignore the bird, because they're social creatures. The do's for the birds: ensure that they always have clean water and they have food, and not just seeds. Make sure you give them vegetables. Make sure you talk to them, you interact with them, because they are a part of your family. They're not just there for decoration, especially if these are birds that have been hand tamed. There's a difference between buying a bird that's hand tamed and one that isn't. If it's a hand tamed bird, you really have to spend time with it. But where birds are concerned, I think first of all, they're beautiful creatures. They're very affectionate, they're funny. And to wake up to hear birds chirping, it really can be funny. You do learn a lot from them. They're great companions as well.
Well, no words from Kenya this time, but maybe next time she'll have a chat with us. So, if you can't make it home in time to watch PetVibz, maybe you should let your bird watch it for you. Then he or she can tell you what you missed when you actually get home. Did you just hear him? But seriously, if you're looking for a pet that will bond strongly with you and your family, birds are an excellent choice. But as usual, bear in mind your lifestyle and living situation before deciding on which pet you want to add to your family.